Alright, off we go. Is that required? Like, in reality? Yup! That was required in reality. Interesting. So off we go. Time for the guts. We've got meat. Beautiful, glorious, and wonderful meat. Our mall is thankful for the meat. I am certain that the mall is very, very thankful for all of the meat at this point. Huh. Wow, you're bone limited, or are you just inserter limited? I think you're just inserter limited. Yeah. And of course, getting rid of all that stuff means I no longer have the blood production that I want. It's interesting, you are getting the caged dogs that you need. What the hell was I doing here? Voiding meat, apparently. I guess. Apparently I was avoiding meat. Because, yeah, with full rendering, you end up with having to do some amounts of voiding things. I'm just gonna do a couple things dedicated just to blood. The rest of these, like, what do I need these for, ultimately? I don't even really anymore. Bone. Sure, we'll do bone. I have a bunch doing lard. I have a bunch also doing bone. I have some doing guts, and I have some doing brains. So, and I don't really think I need skin exactly, but not currently anyway. And I have bone meal being brought in, so it's like I don't need the bone meal either out of this. Full rendering, by the way, doesn't even give you bone meal. It's like, okay, there's blood, more blood, blood and bones, and we won't have to worry about excess stuffs ever again. At least not here. Okay. It is time for Helmod to tell us stuff. I need guts. I am going to do the Muckmo guts because the Muckmo guts make 8 guts. We get 8 from Muckmo, and that scales up to 12, and then 15 just through tech upgrades. So, starting with this, we then need to figure out what are we going to do on caged Muckmo. Now, I will note, of course, that while raising calves might be useful. Oh, you know what? This is the fetal. This is guts. So the fetal serum might actually be a thing here to consider. The problem with fetal serum is that it is silver, and that is one thing that I don't have sufficient quantities of. I want to target 30, but I will put down this and matrix solve just so that I can see that this is 0.93 silver per second. I'm seeing that I had a few dropped frames. Don't know what that's from, but oh well. Just gonna bring stuff back up. So, looking at this, and then you also have to consider the calves as well. Uh, let's not do the raw fiber. What is the quality food? I'm assuming it's also going to be biosamples. So let's look at the salt and food recipe on this. That's a bit of tufra, actually. That's a pretty large amount of tufra. I need to get my tufra stuff sorted anyway. I'm pretty sure I have a whole bunch of Mark II modules now that need to go into the current Tufra setup, and I've sort of been putting that off, so I guess it's that time to set that up properly at this point. But that would be the build, right? It's like that's it. Also, you should be defaulting to Mark II at this point. That would be the build if I was doing the glassware silver plate method, which I don't know about the glassware. I have glassware on my mall. I might shove some onto a train and bring that in separately. But yeah, it's just 0.93 silver is all of my silver production right now. Which, I mean, granted, do I really need the full 30 guts right now? Not particularly. What am I using the guts primarily for? Ultimately, probably this stuff, fetal serum anyway. Uh so yeah, just these are important things to consider. Also, I'm ignoring the 2565 on the salt. I have plenty. That's just over 2.5 salt mines, so that's fine. The only thing that concerns me here outside of just the amount of silver, which I can expand upon by going into high grade processing on my lead at any time, is the sheer amount of tufra that this requires. But again, that's the only concern here. It's just the tufra. That's a fair bit of moss and it's a fair bit of seaweed and sap. Moss through that, seaweed through that, saps. No biomass, by the way, in this. Just another for reference. Unless I were to do that for the CO2, which of course I would absolutely do that for the CO2. And of course, for the CO2, it's like, well, I'm going to do, or for the biomass, I would always want to do the process that uses things that I'm already making. So there you go. You just slightly scaling up on stuff that I already have. Of course, this will change in scale over time. Then I have to consider, do I have Mark II Muckmo pastures? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Stuff just blipped. Oh god. Oh god, no. Why did this happen? Is the Oh, hey, and it's break time. Yay. So my entire screen just blipped, and now the game is running on a completely different monitor. So that just happened. So yeah, the game is on is on my TV next to me now. That's a thing. Uh, graphics full screen off. Graphics full screen on. Now it's on the proper monitor again, and like everything shifted. Wow, I hate when that happens just in general, but to have it happen live is just obnoxious. How did that happen when I was actually using the computer and while streaming? It never does this while I'm on and using the computer. This is something that this system does like overnight at times, very rarely. I come back down in the morning and I see that stuff has like shifted to the TV for some reason. And it just happened here. Just like the center screen went off completely as if it doesn't exist anymore. And then it defaulted stuff over to the TV screen, and the other screen just got. It's like, really? Really? It's as if somehow the center disconnects, like completely disconnects briefly. But anyway, it's time for a break. When I return, we will continue with the planning of things and maybe figure out start building. Yeah, start building the Guts Factory. That's what we will do when I return. I will be right back. And I have returned. Welcome back. So it seems that the uh, power in the whole house just like briefly flipped slightly. Not enough to turn every device off, but like some blip of power happened in the whole house, and it didn't turn off the internet, but it did completely like disconnect my center screen just now. So yeah, I've rearranged stuff back to the way it's supposed to be. And if you didn't make it to the beginning of the stream, uh, kittens, if you weren't here at the very beginning of the stream, here's the kittens that we are going to be adopting and bringing in to the household. This is from uh, the rescue's advertisement for the adoption. They are significantly younger than what they will be when we take them home, but yeah, this is them. We have Indigo and we have Tansy. Indigo and Tansy. So that's the kittens again. All right, let's get back into the game. Oh boy. All right, after that weirdness of having the game just shift from the center to the screen next to me, I was in the middle of something, and that was seeing if I had Mark II Muckmo pastures. I have 19. I've 19 Mark II Muckmo pastures. They have 15 module slots. Why kick out? I don't know. Module priority. Where is Muckmo? There it is. Take them all. I would need 66 Muckmo pastures at Mark II with the Muckmo for it. That would be an interesting prospect considering I'm not actually making any Mukmo right now. Yeah. Alright. So, I have a few spare circuit 2s hanging out in little tiny buffer chests. Really? Yeah, let's not be requesting circuit 2s in any of these anymore. That sounds like a great idea. That should help a little bit with stuff getting made. So yeah, you can have all of the circuits you ever desired. So this is 10 whole circuits per. So it's only 680. I think I have enough in here of the circuits. Not so on the neuroprocessors, though. That would be the limiting factor, I think, on the production here. It is 30 neuroprocessors each. I'm going to have it as one line here of the Mukmo pastures, and I am very much leaning into this process right now of having the calves, raising the calves, and yeah, just having this nice little closed loop cage system here. That's always nice. I will note that this is using a significant amount of water, more than a single lane even of water, so I need to pay attention on the logistics here. It is only 3.08 bedding. It is more than a lane of salt. Going into these as well, so yeah. That is not going to matter on the individual lines of the actual Mukmo. This is only going to matter on the logistics of actually filling the lines that feed the Mukmo. Towards the beginning, it just changes things a little bit. I cannot do precisely the same thing that I did with the some of the stuff down here. I would have to do. So I have to do. Where is it? Where is it? I don't even. I'd have to do this setup right here for both the water and for the salt. So this, but water and salt, where I will feed into the Mukmos. All right. So then, as the Mukmo buildings get built, let's try to find neuroprocessors, actually. Yeah, these are also full of neuroprocessors. So let's not request the neuroprocessors anymore from any of these beautiful chests. And give me all of your neuroprocessors. Give me all of them. And maybe, like, redistribute the circuits. Oops. That sounds like an idea. Redistribute resources. Yeah, don't bring me any more of those. Okay. Several stacks later of stuff. Here, have some neuroprocessors. Just a few. just a few as I have this building. Oh, really? This is just now limited by the number of Logibots I have. I should have more Logibots. That sounds like a great idea. Let's have more Logibots. Yeah, you are saying 2.5. Yeah, I need now an even 5K. So, double it! Double the Logibots! That'll put a big demand on the circuits, by the way, just so we're clear. The circuit should be okay on the production right now. It's just going to demand stuff for a little while as we get more and more Logibots added onto the network. I want things to happen more quickly. Okay. Pin that, summary that, so I get a better idea as to the stuff that I need. 19 Mark II creature chambers. Alright. Well, there you go. Have more creature chambers. Again, with the neuroprocessors and the circuit 2s. Limiting. I do have Biofactory Mark IIs now. Holy... wow. Goodness. I actually have the Mark II Biofactories now. Oh boy. Yay. Good to know. Where's my summary? Behind the production block, obviously. Let's get rid of the production block for now, as I see that I need 990 Muckmo. Oh boy. 35 of the doohickeys here. Yeah, I figured as much. And it's like, oh, I just shoved a whole ton of Circuit 2s into the system. None of them went into here. Like, none of that went into here. Alright, buddy. You've got 5 more. You're waiting on other stuffs. Hey, here, take those. And be functional. Yay, more stuffs. I need 35. And it is officially out of circuits again, because this is 30 circuits each. Wow. I have 13. Yay. How about the sap extractors? What are those looking like these days? 46. Again, with the circuit 2s. 46. I have the seaweed. Seaweed's fine. Alright, and I need to look at my Tufra. That would be a good thing to go and do. Oh, hey. Wow. I did not realize. Yeah, so all of this was supposed to be Mark II with Mark II stuff. Yeah. All of it. Like, all of this. All 154 is supposed to be Mark IIs, and I have 50. Like, okay. That... why was I not? How about the Mark II of the actual Tufra? Where is my chest of Tufra? Chest of not Mark II Tufra. Where is the chest of Mark II Tufra? Here. This is the chest of Mark II Tufra. 2.4k. I need to upgrade this 5 times 154 or 770. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. Oy, what can I get rid of? $700. I need 2 more spaces. Shall I get rid of this upgrade planner? Yep, that's 1. What can go? What can go? I don't... Alright, but this specific type of buffer chest can go. As well as, I think, the yellow storage. Alright. Oops. Oh. Duh. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50, 800. Okay. Now I have the stuffs of for the current upgrade without even the Mark IIs. What did I even plan on that Tufra build? That is not the build. Sugar? Where is the actual Tufra? Am I blind? I must be blind. Or it's listed as something else? Maybe? Or I deleted it? I wouldn't put it past me deleting a thing. Because that is Mark II. Plantations with Mark II stuff. Interesting. I don't know. I don't remember what my plan was on the Tufra. But I do know that I'm going to be putting in the Mark II modules. Where did I park? All the way over there. That'll be the bit of a detour as buildings build for my guts build. And the Tufra is all over there. So yeah, just keep going diagonal. That's a plan. Keeping on the diagonal. Ish. Ideally not destroying things besides rocks and trees along the way. Here's a rail line. Let's follow that. Rock. If I follow this line up, yeah, up and over. Rock. Out of my way. Kill all the rocks. All rocks must die. Every single rock must cease to exist. This is the Chufa, right? Yep. Oh, hello, sugar. Sugar train. So, Chufra. Alright. Here we go. That's one. Yeah, I can't believe I'm actually choosing, by the way, to do the silver expenditure this time. I didn't do the silver expenditure on the Augs for the meat factory because it would have required guts, and well, we're doing guts now. So it's either I could have done the guts first before the meat, but I sort of wanted the meat. I wanted the meat. Plain and simple, I wanted meat. Now let's hope my math was right on this. I do hope. So that just doubled, by the way, the output of this setup. Just that one little change going from speed plus 200 to plus 400 just doubled the output, and I'm pretty sure I built the back end to support this. I'm pretty sure the whole back end is built to support the double speed. I might be wrong, but we shall see as time goes on. It is like a manure sink, so eh. Where did I park? Here. Huzzah. I have a few extra thingies of regular Tufra, so they can sit in that. I don't need them anymore. Let's see how little has been built and the amount of time that took to do that upgrade. I'm sure not much has been built in this period of time. But I should at least have most of what I need. Or at least a non-zero amount of stuff that I need. Also, down here at manure, I do... I have 739 caged Mukmo, which are uncaged modules of Mukmo, which is slightly different stack sizes there. So that gets me a good ways in. I can siphon some of the production off to fill the remaining module slots that I'm missing. That is just fine. Theoretically, I should do the exact same thing with the Augs. At least until I do the Mark II production of these things. Now, I'm assuming that Mukmo Mark IIs don't have the updated breeding program yet. So I could do that to start off the process. Am I not already doing that? I don't think so, because that's quality food, and quality food for them is going to require a Rinea setup, but I don't have Rinea yet. The rest of the stuff seems okay. I mean, biosamples, ick. Why biosamples in food? I I don't get it. I don't think biosamples should be in any of the quality food. Just straight up. They just because they are uh more metal, basically. It's like, okay, let's throw metal into these things. Sure, metal. Anyway, let's see. And I'll be setting up Renea at some point down the line. Maybe, maybe at some point. The best output recipes of Renea use Yadel, so I might be doing Yadel, of which the only recipe for Yadels that exists just ever is this one. This is the only Yadel recipe that exists. We do not discuss any of the other recipes that may potentially exist on the Yadels. They are not. No, they just no, just no.